Yo, people, what's going on? It's the Kitty G on EGTV, and we're back. Why did I say EGTV? It's Egal Talks Football. I need to get used to it. I need to get used to it. Egal Talks Football. But yeah, I got a panel with us today.
You forgot you rebranded.
How you feeling?
I know,
You do
yeah.
a completely different intro.
Boys, how you
do
feeling?
a completely different intro.
Yo.
Otherwise, you'll fall back into it.
Jay, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. Feeling good. Good week. It's been a good week.
Patrick?
Come on.
That's a new one. That's a new one.
You know-
Man
you
brought
know-
out
you
the
know
Michael
Michael
Jackson.
Yo.
That one's it. Anyways, let's get this show started. Today we got a lot to talk about. But before we go any further, there's been a lot of stuff that's happened since we've last met. Jay, your team won some games? Yeah? Your team
We did our job. We did our job.
Yeah, but you also experienced some injuries. Bentancur, Son.
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
Romero's out until the World Cup.
Damn. So that's 3 major injuries. And then you got Liverpool.
Liverpool this weekend.
You guys won a game since we last spoke? Yeah, you beat
Yeah,
Napoli.
they did, yeah.
Liverpool, I mean,
Against Napoli, yeah.
Napoli.
The 1-0 game, yeah.
That game, the Liverpool don't make sense. They beat one of the best, more informed teams in the world, but then they lose to Leeds. It's like, what the hell's going on? You got Manchester City just doing what they do, but I want to know, like, do you guys not try? It's just effortless. Like it's effortless.
You wouldn't say that because at this point in time, it looks like the team that's not trying and winning is your team, Iga. So,
Hey, I'll take that. And then we got Bice. Bice, how's your team looking?
Don't even get me started on those guys, man. Jesus Christ. Bro, these guys are so frustrating. They're so frustrating. It's the same inconsistencies over and over and over again. It's you think something's changed, and then all of a sudden we're right back to square one. It's what did I don't even know what to say, man. That 4-1, it got guys texting me. I, for one, thought you guys would have won the game. Guys, I'm tired.
Bice, do you think the Brighton players took it very personal? Like they say, this guy just left us, and they took it very personal.
Before we go any further, let's just talk about one quick little thing. This right here, the World Cup is around the corner. And one thing that's been happening with the World Cup being around the corner, people have been picking up injuries left, right, and center.
Why is my bro on the left? Who's my bro on the left?
What?
Get that guy off the screen, man. Put the real guy that's supposed to be on there. You know what I'm saying?
Ronaldo.
So
Nah.
Ronaldo.
Man is doing this these days. You see that?
He's
No.
inspiring
My
the
main
youth.
point, guys, please attention. My main point was the World Cup is around the corner, and there are so many injuries happening. It is absolutely ridiculous to the point where you could even do a World Cup 11 of injuries and how many players are missing for their countries and thing. Did you guys see that World Cup 11? I forget which publication released it. But yeah, talk to me.
Can I say one thing though? This is just me. I don't want to sound evil, but every time when somebody says that means you're about to say something evil. If one of these brothers who saying I'm injured, all of a sudden show up in the World Cup training, I'll be coming after you. If you say you're injured for your club, then all of a sudden we're seeing you smiling, singing your holding your hand in your heart.
That's a lot of talk.
No, but the thing is,
guys, I'm telling you, these people are guys.
But you're both right, because the thing, I don't begrudge them that, because if you saw how Son got his face smashed in, doing nothing, being innocent, just innocently standing there, and someone's like, bang. That's like, well, one World Cup, one every 4 years. He's the captain. He might be out now. Tomiyasu saw him because of Arteta's hard on for playing strong teams in the Europa League. Tomiyasu's gone and done his muscle, hasn't he? Now he's going to miss the World Cup because Arteta wanted to go fucking strong versus Europe. You don't talk about that though, do you, Igal?
Tomiyasu's not actually that bad.
Tomiyasu's gonna be there for the World Cup, bro.
Yeah, in the stands, clapping his teammates like this.
He doesn't know who's gonna tell him. Does he know? Does he know?
What? Tomiyasu's injured fully, like out.
Yeah, he's got a muscle injury.
That guy's playing for Japan, bro.
Igal, there's one.
Anyways.
Yeah, Igal, but you should also talk about players who are down in twos right now to make sure they don't get injured for the World.
Oh
Like
my
Van
god!
Dijk.
All the Argentinian. If you've got an Argentinian player in your squad, they Messi has sent the salute. Time to down tools, boys.
Van Dio, yeah.
Bro, a lot of these guys are not taking football serious right now because they're focused on making sure they don't get themselves injured. That is
you know what the sad part about it is? Your country, the country guys residing is gonna suffer, bro. England's gonna suffer. You know why? Because there's no Reece James, no Ben Chilwell. How are you guys gonna make it work? I don't understand. Like,
it don't make sense.
Nah, come on, man. Like we don't need Chilwell. Like Chilwell, we can do that.
Let me show you this.
RJ, we can't do that. RJ.
This is a combined 11 of injured World Cup potential players. Son,
That team
Jota,
would win the Prem.
Thiago, you got Pogba, you got Conte, you got Wijnaldum, you got Chilwell, Reece James, Ronaldo Urja, Ronaldo. How do you pronounce his name?
Arajo,
Varane.
Or Aruja? Is it Aruja?
he's alone.
I don't know.
Look at how strong this team is. This team is a pretty strong team.
Yeah, but
this team would go deep.
That
Apart
front
from
line
Burnley missing all
too many
chances.
goals. That front line
Lukaku
misses too
might be
many
out.
goals. I'm sorry.
Apparently Lukaku might be out as well.
Wait,
What?
what's Pogba?
Lukaku's
Is
out.
Pogba there?
Apparently he might be fit, but he might only be fit until.
Oh, yeah, he's injured, isn't he? Yeah,
Till the
he's
later
injured.
round.
Sorry. So why is Gunnar Vettel trying to get at me? Igal, would you say
Every week,
hold on.
Shout.
Every week these sensitive Arsenal fans. Igal, would you not say that Arteta's gone pretty damn strong in your Europa games?
Bro, it's just
By the
last
way,
2 games.
Tomiyasu didn't start. Tomiyasu was a 73rd minute substitute.
Well, he should have stayed his ass on the bench then, shouldn't he?
That's one of them you have to watch. If we see him with his hand like this, singing
That's what I'm saying.
loud,
Yes, I'm just like was Tomiyasu really needed? Like, he's injury prone.
We know a lot of
Bro,
City players
in that
right
game,
now
Thomas
that
Partey
chill
and
out.
Saka also came on. Were they really needed? No.
Are you agreeing with me?
KDB's
No,
gonna
but
tell
you wanna know
Pep, yo, I
something?
feel-
You want to know something? Arteta has done more rotation than your ass. Your boys play every game.
Because we're playing Champions League, brother. If you rotated your fucking team,
Yo,
bring
you
your
just
team
got.
playing on a
I
Thursday
don't
night.
understand. How can you just
You're
complain
going
about
home,
the
bro.
rotation,
What
bro?
do
You
you
just
mean?
complained about it.
Pardon?
You just said he's playing a stronger team.
No. What I'm saying is that
not to play a stronger team.
no,
Bias.
Bias. I'm saying. Okay. I'm saying.
I'm gonna leave you guys alone. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, maybe Bias Arsenal aren't as good as I thought they were, because I thought they had a better squad. I thought they could afford to rotate a bit more.
They are good. They are good.
I thought they were good too, Patrick. Maybe they're not.
Arsenal is not the problem here. The problem here is Tottenham fans are crying. And I'm talking about you crying, whinging to the point of near embarrassment. One guy had the audacity. And you know what?
Near
This guy,
embarrassment. So not
he
quite
talks on
embarrassment.
TalkSport all the time. Hear me out, guys. Hear me out. This is a guy who's well known on TalkSport. He had the audacity to say the Premier League should be canceling the final round of Premier League fixtures before the World Cup, just for safety.
Okay.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Jimmy O'Hara.
That guy's a clown.
I mean, it's not a terrible point. I mean, like,
it's a clown. He's a clown. He's been a clown.
It's a terrible point.
What's the point, man? Listen, we all know
it's piss poor.
We all know that all gunners are runners. Yeah, don't think we've forgotten about COVID last year. Yeah? All gunners are runners. I know that fact. You know that fact. So
Bars.
that's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying.
The only thing Tottenham run is
the
that.
trigger Arsenal fan.
Is when they run away from trophies.
Yo, every week.
It's because Big Bice's team. Bice is gonna deliver this week. He's gonna deliver the bang.
Don't
deliver the bang to the Arsenal fans. Come on,
Igal,
guys.
say that again.
Come on.
Igal, please say that again. The guy.
Nah,
always
I'm
try
not
to-
saying
this is
nothing.
what you guys
This
do.
show
This
is
is-
not getting cancelled.
This is
Yo,
what you
people
guys
in the
do.
chat,
This is what you guys
in the
do.
chat. We got 20 people in the comment section right now.
Come on,
Shout out to
man.
all 20 of you guys. Let's get this
I'm
show.
not
Let's get
having
this
this,
show
bro.
started.
Nigga, I'm
this
not
show
having
started
this
the
J
right way.
guy do this, bro.
What have I done? God, it's
He's not
time.
gonna do this, bro. You know what? You know
Guys,
what?
it's time.
He's moving mad.
What you mean?
moving
What you
mad.
mean? Why couldn't you do it?
What do you mean?
Why do you
What do
want
you mean?
me to do it? Every week it's biased. You're not a
I
London
need
boy.
you
You're a
to.
new boy around here.
Let's-
Talk
I
to
need-
big brothers.
Let's begin with Tottenham Liverpool. Because we're gonna speak about Arsenal Chelsea
It's
a
a
lot this
mid-off,
season.
bro.
So let's start with Tottenham Liverpool.
Okay.
Probably not wrong.
Mid-off.
Rakesh,
not
I'll
wrong.
let you go first
hmm
since you're the away team.
What's your question?
Talk to me about how do you feel? Okay, my question is: this is probably the best chance Tottenham have had to beat Liverpool in a long time.
My
What do you
God.
think you guys are going to be able to do to stop them from beating you?
Look, Spurs aren't full strength. We're obviously not full strength. We're not playing anywhere near our potential. Spurs are at home. I think it. Even in the Napoli game, there were moments in the Napoli game where we just didn't look on it. But generally speaking, throughout the 90 minutes, we played well. We obviously played well against City.
Sorry, is
The
Bice
question
frozen?
is, the question
Frozen,
is,
it's just me.
no,
You're
he's just that's just his thing. A lot of it will depend on which Liverpool shows up. To be honest, like if we're motivated and we're up for it, we'll give Spurs a good game, a really good game. I mean, we arguably we should have won there last season, but it didn't happen, and so we got the players to do it. I don't know whether we're going to do it, man. This is the thing. Which Liverpool is going to show up? That's been the question this season, and more often than not, the one that's not good enough. But I always believe that when the going gets tough, we're going to have to, tough get going, all that kind of all that kind of shit. And I hope we show up and we play to our capacity.
Okay. What about you, Jay? How you feeling? But first, Rakesh, before you go, what's your top four? Is Liverpool still in your top four?
It's tough, but I still think over the course of 38 games, we'll still finish in the top four. But the thing is, we're near the edge of not making it at the moment. We can't afford many more bad results. I don't think. Liverpool and City are the two teams capable of. They've shown historically that are capable of going on a really solid run. Even in the season where we finished third, in the last 10 games we won 8 and we drew 2.
Not this season, brother.
Is that team still there? That's the question.
Not this season, brother. Because look at the teams above you. They're very strong.
Yeah,
True.
they're putting their faith in this.
Trust me.
10 games on.
Have you seen? Yeah, because look, you know why I'm saying Liverpool won't make top 4? It's because I think the teams above you might lose a game, but will still win. So I just have a feeling that you guys will get smacked.
Top 4. Come on.
No, I think it won't happen. I actually had you in my top 4, but now it looks peak. Not Forest.
It does look peak. It does look peak, but I don't think you can write Liverpool off.
I have.
I've written them off.
Wait, Patrick. Why have you written Liverpool off? Explain.
Man, look, I actually had hope. I actually was saying, guys, you have to be careful with Liverpool. If you look at most of the streams, I was defending them. And I said it to my friends at work because they're Liverpool fans. Ireland, a lot of Liverpool fans here. I said, guys, it'll be like Liverpool because of pride and the pressure from Anfield. I like that game that they played against Man City. I think at the Etihad, it becomes a different story. But I think it was just two things. There's a lot of pressure on Klopp, pressure on the players, and it's at Anfield. I think they were so pumped and they knew the fans won't let them lose. I think that's why they won it. But I said it's like Liverpool to win and smack City and then go on and lose to City teams. And I was just saying that as a regular thing. Then I saw Nottingham Forest, man, played these guys out of the park. And some Liverpool fans might say we didn't.
Patrick, what are you talking about? They won the game.
Can I just say one thing? With Forest could finish. If Forest could finish,
they won the game. They did not play us off the park. What are you talking about?
Okay. All I'm saying is, Egal, right now it's very difficult to make a case
Are
for
you gonna
Liverpool, and
correct
even though they.
yourself?
Oh no, they did.
It's
Look.
difficult to make praise.
All I can say, Egal. At this point in time, I think for Liverpool, I'm looking at the teams above them. Regardless the fact that the time when Liverpool were injured, they always bring that up, all those injuries, and we still made it. That time, some of the teams were not that great. Some of the teams were very iffy. Right now, the teams above them can get more points than Liverpool. And look at the gap between Liverpool and the guy who's at top 4, Newcastle. It's not looking good, bruv. It's not. I think these guys are going to finish outside the top 4. But now I wonder, because every time Klopp stays at a club for 7 years, Dortmund, Benz, he usually stinks up the place. What's going to happen if you guys don't make top 4?
Patrick, how long's Klopp been at Liverpool?
Now 7 years.
No, that's wrong.
Is it 6 years?
No, that's wrong.
It's 7 years. I think it's 7 years.
Are we going to get the right answer,
God.
or is it just wrong?
That makes it worse. Wait. That makes it worse then. He's been there
It
for
makes
8.
the point wrong.
No. Look. This is my thing. Look, let me say. Even if it's 7 or 8, every time he stays long at a place and you've given him a contract, I just feel like, what else can you do then? Let's say, for instance, you don't make top 4. I just feel like the teams around you, they're not slacking anymore. They're actually going higher and higher and stronger. Especially Newcastle, I'm scared of them. The way they're beating teams and the way that different beat at home. You guys, can you confidently tell me today that how many performances are you going to give like the ones you gave against City? I don't think much. I think something is not right, especially that midfield.
You mean smash and grab? Because that's what they did at City.
Yeah, they did, yeah. So, okay, Egal. Nobody here can confidently say that Liverpool is going to make top 4. I don't think they're going to. I don't think they are, because I think they'll. I think we're yet to see them smacked by more teams. Let's not forget the teams they've lost to are teams at the bottom.
Let me stop you for a second, boys. Do you think Liverpool are still going to make top 4?
Oh, 100%. I just enjoy the moment. You know what I'm saying? Inject that in my veins. Come on, I'm ready. Why, every week.
Though? Tell us why. I'm interested.
Every week. Because like I can't just ignore the guys' quality. Like at some point in time, they're gonna win at least like 5-6 on the bounce. Tottenham, that football ain't sustainable. It's trash. You know what I'm saying? We just have to call it like what it is. I've seen Jose, I've seen it all. I've seen the heights of disgusting terroristic football. Spurs don't have it though. They're worse than what I've seen. It's been a while since I've seen something that bad. I saw Tuchel ball, you know what I'm saying? But at least Tuchel ball had me sitting third comfy for an entire season, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Spurs are picking points though.
Let me just stop you there. We've gotten a couple of your takes. Now, people in the chat, let me know what you guys think. Who is going to win this game? What your score predictions are? Who you think the man of the matches are going to be?
Watch them say Liverpool.
And also, if you hear me loud and clear, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And if you want to become a member on the channel, in this economy today, it's only £1.
That sounds familiar.
Put it down. I had to
it sounds like those people who used to knock at your door from charity. So it's just a coffee.
Bro, you're calling me a beggar now.
No. I'm just saying the way you say it. Wait, you say just. I remember, but you know what? For me, I just feel like, guys, not this season. The teams are difficult to beat at home. Like, look at some of these teams that are difficult to beat at home. Yeah.
Put it on the table.
Okay. Can I put it on the table? The same way I put on the table for Brighton beating these guys. I said 3-1. I'm telling you, Harry Kane is going to enjoy himself. It's going to be a 4-1 game.
Wow. Okay.
Rakesh, before we move on,
I've not even spoken on Spurs yet.
I'm gonna get to you. You're gonna be the grand finale.
Yeah. Okay.
Jay likes the sound of that. He likes that pacified him there.
Peak Michael Owen.
What a guy.
By the way, Michael Owen compared himself to Mbappe, and people.
Yeah, that was fine. Listen, I heard that, and I've seen only young people would say that he's talking shit because peak Owen and Mbappe is not a bad comparison. It makes sense. It's a logical comparison. This boy, listen, Bias, you're a young man. I don't even know if you saw peak Michael Owen. You were probably like 6 years old or
Yo, what
something.
is this?
Nah,
Oh,
listen to
Jesus
this.
Christ.
Listen to this, guys.
Man's
This one's
age.
good.
No, that's what I'm trying to say. Like, man, Owen won the Ballon d'Or. Like, why are we talking like that's nothing? That's something. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Just so
did you
you know,
forget what
I'm
he did to
watching
Arsenal in that FA Cup final? The fucking
He had to.
Yo, one second. Listen to this.
That's example.
Boys, I'm watching just in case. Wait, what do you say? I'm watching. Just know any outrageous claims will be screen recorded.
Dizzy, like, who is this Dizzy guy's been watching me, and he made a good point. He said, every time that I predicted Spurs to win against a top 6 team, Spurs have lost. So, okay. These trends are here to be broken. I've been on the phone to Pogba's witch doctor. We're done out here, bro. We're done out here. I'll give you my prediction afterwards. But sorry, over to you first.
All right, yo, we got 30 people in the chat right now. Do me a favor, everyone, put a W in the chat. If you can, put a W in the chat. Also, let me know your score prediction.
Hey, Kendall.
I big up Kendall also. Big up Kendall every single time. Yo, Kendall, I tried to be your agent. I tried to remind you.
This guy just turned left.
Nah,
Compose you, gal.
I tried to be your agent. I was like, Kendall's in the house. I'm like, I tried to remind her.
We got a fucking stream going on, Igal, you know.
Nah, listen. She won her before she won her game. I'm like, remember to post a 2-3 minutes clip and put on YouTube, and she didn't do it, and I was kind of disappointed. But it is what it is. Anyways, Rakesh, what's your score prediction?
2-1 Liverpool.
Vice?
Yo, it's gonna be a.
Oh, Dizzy. Oh,
no, it's not even that. It's not even that.
Sorry.
I don't care. It's the thing with it is this. I want Liverpool to lose for the tears, but I want Spurs fans to lose for the tears as well.
It sounds like you have a lot of hate in your heart. It sounds like you have hate in your heart, Vice.
You know what? Just so I can continue drinking the tears that have brought me so much joy so far, I'm saying 2-1 Spurs, man. 2-1 Spurs.
Woo.
Okay. 1 second.
Right. I'm just gonna be quick with this one.
I win either way.
Where'd Jay go? Oh, Jay, before you go, I'm just gonna give my score prediction. And I'm looking at this game and I'm saying Tottenham Liverpool over the last couple of years has been a tight game, or Liverpool win. That's pretty much what it's been. And this is the year where, if anything, Tottenham have their best chance of winning against Liverpool. But I think both teams need this game so much that it's going to end as it's always ended in these games, where it's going to be a tight game. And I'm going for a 1-1 draw, Liverpool-Tottenham. And if I was going to pick a winner, unfortunately, Rakesh, I probably would have picked Spurs. It's just, even though they're playing unsustainably and the way that they're playing has been terrible, at home versus a top 6 team, they're going to sit back, they're going to absorb pressure, and they're going to counterattack, and they're going to have the energy to do that the whole game because they're at home and they have the.
Can I ask you something, Igao? On the panel?
Yeah.
Do you think some of this we say, like for instance,
My bad, boys. My bad.
Yeah, like Tuchel's ball, which was the peak of Taliban football in the world. Do you think that we only say this is boring?
The Spurs team, brother.
No, chill. I want to say something. Do you think the football we say it's bad? It's just in our eyes, but in the Tottenham fans' eyes, maybe they see it as good football. You know what I mean? Maybe for them it's good football.
I don't think Tottenham fans view this as good football. How can you
listen? I've heard a lot of takes tonight. I've heard a lot of opinions, so I'm gonna volunteer mine. Right? Listen, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Yeah, there's more than one way. I appreciate some of you are luxury cat shearers. Some of you are world class at getting that fur off a cat. Some of us are a little bit more agricultural, penknife. Torchlight. You know what I mean? Like, it's not as easy as
Butter knife.
Exactly. You get the point. So my point here is that, listen, we're just trying to do what we're doing, man. Why is everybody looking at Tottenham 1 year into their process, and being so critical? The critical analysis of Spurs is so high. It's so high. Like, you guys are looking at us with such a critical eye. Listen, Bice, you were watching that haram football under Tuchel, and you didn't say it. You didn't say a fucking word. You won the Champions League, and you didn't say a fucking word. Then afterwards, then the results start going down, and now you're calling, oh, I had to sit through Tuchel ball. I had to deal with
that.
Oh, now you've got eyes. Now you had operations on the cataract.
You weren't calling him Haram ball, were you?
He wasn't. No, I'm just trying to say that his point of critiquing this effective football that teams play. Yeah, I want to ask Bice a question. Bice, do you even remember the last time you guys broke 80 points in the league? Do you even remember?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Was it the season you won the league?
Yes, it was.
Who was your manager?
Antonio Conte.
Okay, Bice. So the last time you broke 80 points in the league, it was playing under that, that sexy wigged bastard himself, Antonio Conte. Yeah? So, right? So before you start critiquing the style of play and stuff, you ask yourself.
Listen. He was younger then. The ideas were fresh. The Premier League was used to seeing it. He had more exciting players. If you're telling me, bro, Victor Moses is better than Emerson Royale. Don't try to get Victor Moses was better than, and he had that flair.
Stop deflecting and let's talk about the game.
Okay, right. Okay, listen. Okay, so this is a tough game, but we have to beat them. We do lack a signature W this season, Spurs.
Yeah,
we lack a signature win. We haven't got that big W yet, and I can say that we played. Because the Newcastle game, I keep saying it, the Newcastle game is the first game that I said, that's the first time I sat up and said we shouldn't have lost that game, but Newcastle played really well. So fair enough. We had a few players out. They had some players out. They did us. First time this season, I'm going to go and be critical of the team. But we haven't beat a top 6 side. And we haven't beat a top 6 side, even if you include Newcastle in it. So we have to win this game. Whoever we've got available, we've got to make it work. It's Liverpool are not in a good position. We cannot allow Liverpool to get their first away win of the season. Imagine me saying first away win of the season. We're nearly in 2023. Do you know what I mean? We can't allow Liverpool to get their first away win of the season at Spurs. So the guys who've done a good job, listen, I'm not here to hear all the criticisms because it's a work in progress. The key thing for me, for any side at this moment in time, is to try and be as close to the top as possible when we go on that World Cup break. Because it's going to be a sprint to the end of the season. Do you know what I mean? So
do you think you can keep a clean sheet with Davinson Sanchez starting?
Enough about all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Jay, deliver the final nail in the coffin. What's the score?
You know what? My head says draw. My head says draw.
Here we go.
We have. My head says we haven't got enough firepower to do this Liverpool without Richarlison and Son. Kulu's just back, but my heart, Chicken Ball FC win 2-1.
That's not bad. I thought he was going to say something outrageous. Nah. That's not bad. It's one of his better takes. I mean,
Jay, if Darwin Núñez dunks on you guys, if
he's
dunks
dunking on nobody. I should have said that because someone's gonna clip it.
Patrick is all over the place. First you're saying Harry Kane's gonna dunk. Now you're saying Patrick.
He's covering all
just giving them a
angles.
warning. I'm giving
dunking.
a warning that
This
if
is
Darwin
basketball.
Núñez dunks on you guys and gives
We're gonna move on.
No.
We're gonna move on. I've gone with the cop out for the draw, but then we're gonna save the Arsenal Chelsea game for last. Let's go quickly into Unai Emery is back in the Premier League, and today
man's cutting Tottenham's time short to talk about Unai Emery.
We spent half the video.
This channel again.
We're spending half the video talking about Tottenham Liverpool.
I'm joking. You spent 25 minutes talking about Liverpool and then the boo-boos.
Nobody wants to talk about
there's
Spurs,
not much
man.
to talk about for Tottenham.
Spurs won in the last minute away at Marseille. Not a word. Not even like a borrower's fart. Not even a Stuart Little fucking tap dance. Can't hear shit.
Man. Let's get out of here, man.
My God.
Notice
a
me.
vibe.
Oh my-
I'm doing
Okay,
good.
you know what,
Notice
Igal?
me,
I was going to
notice me.
leave out Gabriel Jesus' scoring
I'm
record.
doing
But we're
good.
going to talk about that later now.
I'm Tottenham.
Okay,
I
yeah.
need somebody notice me.
You want to
notice
talk
me.
about Jesus' scoring record?
No, we'll talk about save it for later, bro. Save it for later. I'll let you come up with some ammo. I'll let you some. I'll let you know
Emmy
what.
said,
Yeah.
Emmy said,
I'm doing
stop
It's
crying.
fine.
today.
Hey, stop
Someone
crying.
said last minute FC. Someone said I'm not M. Big up Mustafa.
Okay. I don't believe you.
I'm not crying. What I want is appreciation. You know what? I don't want to be an Arsenal fan. Carry on.
Notice
Let's
me.
move on. Let's
Exactly.
move on.
Notice me.
I don't need
You're
validation
looking
from the
for-
random
Notice
people.
me.
Let's
I'm
move
doing
on.
so
I'm
good.
not Arsenal.
Notice me.
Let's go.
That's what you want.
Let's go
Anyway.
on. Let's move it on. Who are we
Anyways.
talking about?
Moving on. Someone said MTT's rattled.
See, you know what, yeah? You know what, yeah? And this
That's rude.
Umtit
That is
lookalike
rude,
thing,
man.
yeah?
That's rude.
You know what? We're getting Colombian Spice. That's a yellow card. I'm onto you, bro. I'm onto you, man.
Do you think you look anything like him?
That's a good one.
No, that's racism. That's pure. That's racism. Racism, man. That's pure racism.
That's a racist.
I don't look
man.
anything like him. What? Why are you making me look like him now? Oh, now I'm full screen. Fuck. That's not I. It's not even. You know what? Yeah, like, I. You're gonna make a man walk. You're gonna make a man go upstairs. You know what? I'm done with this. I'm done with this. Get this.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Come back. Come back. Where'd he go?
I heard you screaming for me to come back, so I decided to come back. I don't wanna.
You look like him with the hairstyle. It's the beard and hairstyle. That's it.
No.
It's not. It's just two black people with a beard. It's just
the
two.
hairstyle.
It's two black people with a beard.
Man.
Is that the bar? The bar
man.
is lower than a snake's
Big man.
belly.
Look,
Is that
last
the
week
bar
I
now?
look like Tupac. This week you look like MTT.
You look
Every
like
voice is gonna look like Sean Kingston. It's okay.
This is what we do. So this is what we do.
Okay,
Alright,
let's
fair enough.
talk about good evening. Good evening turned into
Fair
good
enough.
afternoon today. Let's talk about good afternoon.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Unai
Oh,
Emery.
you're happy now.
Unai Emery. Unai Emery.
Yeah,
Unai Emery.
let's get into Mr. Good Evening himself.
By the way, we have the hooligan in the house. What are you wearing?
Pull that dog, man.
What are you wearing? Kodak Flash. He came just in time to talk about his team. We're talking about United versus Aston Villa. Are United back? Are you too good for Aston Villa?
No, you're not back. Don't get too excited. Relax.
No. You should. It's embarrassing if you lose to Aston Villa.
It's not because they also they got points on City this season.
Wait. Are you coming from a drive-by? Are you going to a drive-by? What's up with this, man?
Once these United.
Yo, man came like this.
Is this what we're doing? Oh, get this guy.
In all seriousness, yeah, like Aston Villa are a very good side. Let's not beat around the bush. They're very good.
United are back, man. Just say
What?
it.
Hey! When I was saying Arsenal on the title race, you were denying it till the cows came home. So now don't be putting shit in my mouth as well. You know what I'm saying?
We might not be in a title race, but we're gonna finish either first or second.
And that's not a title race. Wallahi,
This
that's
is not what the.
Wallahi, hey. Wallahi,
You can't be in a title race and finish first.
Bro. Nothing makes sense. Anyway, Unai Emery and Aston Villa, you know, that's one of the weirdest mixes I've seen in the Premier League. I swear to God, like Aston Villa are not a cup. I expect them to do much better in the cup, like the League Cup, the FA Cup. That's where Unai Emery will like shine and get the best out of his team. In a 38 league campaign, I don't know. He struggled when he was at Arsenal. A lot of people say he should have got more time, which I do agree. Like, it wasn't terrible. It's just that last stretch from like Brighton when you might should have got Champions League and stuff. But during the course of the season, Arsenal did look good. Now him coming to Villa when he was already at Villarreal, like it's an interesting one. It's an interesting one. I'll be real.
All right. So what's your score prediction?
You know what's funny actually? This is a Villa double header because we got them in the league and then in the League Cup as well. So I don't know how to feel about this.
Last time you had a Villa double header, you won both.
No, we won and then we drew. It was 2-2.
Oh, okay.
But I would say 1-0. I think we'll
Your
get a
energy's
1.
not up there today. It's different.
The reason why it's not up there today is because this is the scariest part of United season. You know, against the big teams, I come with chest. You know why I come with chest? Because my team can deliver against the big teams.
Mhm.
It's against the mid-ranked to low side.
Wait. Whoa. Did you deliver against City?
Whoa.
Can deliver. Can.
We can deliver.
We are capable of delivering.
Yeah.
Like we have the Deliveroo cart. We can get to the
crazy.
pedaling.
That's
not so
crazy.
much.
That's crazy. Hey, Patrick, go back on me, please.
City fans are my
Why
next
is Vice
agenda, man.
catching so many violations?
I don't know what's going on, bro. I'm chilling. I'm just by myself as well. You know what I'm saying? They always tell you you're not a big boy. Until...
Yo, people, we got a box office weekend to talk about, but Unai Emery and Man United somehow have crept in the box office weekend. So let me get you.
Whoa.
He formats the show.
That's cash money. I'd rather watch that than Spurs, bro.
Oh, here we go.
What? I'm lying.
Yeah, you're lying. You're lying. You're lying.
Yo, Monty, when I said it, they laughed at me,
You're
bro.
bugging.
No, you're bugging. You're bugging. Bro, listen, Spurs. Tell me that Spurs v Liverpool wasn't like one of the games of the season last season. It was an absolute banger.
So you're having to refer to previous seasons to back your point, brother.
We got played this season.
Oh,
what do you mean?
This
What are we
year,
doing
you man are playing terrorist
People.
football, and you man are playing against a
I
horrible
beg.
Liverpool.
I beg.
Okay.
Let's try to give the United section a little bit of control because I feel like we're trolling too much. Let's be serious.
Okay, I'm gonna try and be serious.
Aston Villa are gonna lose. They got a new manager. New manager bounce don't mean nothing. Unai Emery's a dead manager. He's gonna come to Aston Villa. He's gonna lose his first match.
This sounds like
and you guys are gonna slap him.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
It sounds personal. It sounds very personal.
Projecting gal, like there doesn't seem too much statistical awareness or you know refinement. It's just I hate Emery. Emery's gonna lose. Fuck Emery, which I appreciate.
You should want your ex-manager to do well, no?
You know what? It will either be a good evening when he loses or it'll be a good evening when he wins. I don't care. Either way, it's a good evening.
What does not make sense? Hey, girl, switch on. Wake up, man. Concentrate. Concentrate, man. What's going on?
Okay. I personally think the game is going to be, I think United's going to win, but it's going to be a close win. This is what they do. They lack that cutting edge against teams that set up a low block, and Unai Emery is going to set up a low block.
I think I'm interested to see how Emery gets on. I think the issues with Emery are quite clear. Like he's not a progressive manager, and I'm not sure for the Aston Villa fans. Like I'm really impressed by Eddie Howe. Like massively impressed. I didn't know that he had those kind of patterns and that forward play in him in the coaching. You kind of saw it at Bournemouth, but I don't know. It's just mad. And
didn't have the money.
Exactly. And I know Emery does not have those patterns. He doesn't have them. He never really has been able to coach coherent attacking play consistently, in my opinion.
Whoa. He plays the same football which you call effective as Spurs, though.
Oh, no, listen, I'm not. No, first of all, Emery's never been as good a league manager as Conte, ever. Never been able to accumulate as many points as him. Yeah, but Emery is a better.
But he's done better in Europe, isn't it? He's
a better cup manager than Conte. So Emery could maybe get Villa a League Cup or something mad. But those fans.
Hey, but bro, let's be real. Yeah, we're talking about Aston Villa here. So like,
listen.
If they get a League Cup or a FA Cup,
oh, that's amazing, mate. That's amazing. But this guy is a specialist cup manager. But I'm just saying that for Villa, they're like Everton. They chew out managers real fast. and it's like, go on, mate.
Let me just cut all this stuff right now. If Unai Emery, new manager bounce, do you guys think he's gonna get the result? Anybody think he's gonna get the result?
I think he could get a result.
I
Maybe
think
not,
he can get a
not,
draw.
not a win.
That's right. I think he can
Not,
get
not
a
a
draw.
win.
Where is
but
it?
like,
Where
Let's
is
go.
it?
Let's go
Villa
to
Park, Villa Park.
Let's go to the Northerners. The Northerners. Go ahead.
well, I'm
Liverpool or
just.
City first?
Go on, Patrick.
Patrick, go ahead.
Okay, so look. I think that Aston Villa team is not as bad as people say it is. I think they just didn't want Mr. Sleepy G, Steve Gerrard, because he was too stubborn. He thought he was too big for his own boots. So I just have a feeling that they will perform for him in this game because this is the first time he's coming, but they will get slapped later on. That's what they're going to do. They're just going to pack the bus. And let's not forget that didn't Unai slap Man United before in the Europa?
Yeah.
Yeah. I just feel like he will because... Yeah, I just feel like he will because of the bounce, but he will get slapped later on. But I think for this particular game, we might see these Villa players playing well because let's not forget, they're not bad players. Some of the players in there are good. It's just a matter of Stevie G. I don't know who told him to put two strikers and then not have any wingers at all. And he was just benching Wendy and them man. So I don't know. I think they will. I think United might get a shock in this one.
I think Villa's problem is they've got a lot of. It feels like Football Manager, yeah. The players that could potentially be 7.5 out of 10, but are playing at a 6.5 level. They've got too many players that were flavor of the month type players who didn't have the substance below it.
Name and shame them, brother. Name and shame.
Right, Leon Bailey. That's a big one.
And you compare Newcastle and Aston
Leon
Villa.
Bailey.
And
When
if
you
you compare
came
Newcastle and Aston Villa, no, that's what
I need to get it out of you guys because you guys aren't giving me the scores. That
no,
I want.
but you know we're just gonna spend time on these segments, and then then you're gonna be like I don't know, like an Aldi cashier when it comes to the rest of the matches. Do you know what I mean?
You gotta remember one thing as well. Yeah, after this game, we got Fulham away. So you think
that's a tricky game too.
It is. For me, it's like we've had so far out of all of us here. United, my team, have had the toughest.
I think United have probably had the hardest.
We've had the hardest run. And
I think
you have
fixtures now.
Yeah,
so like for me, it's like okay, now we're in this predicament where we have two more games going into two more Prem games going into the World Cup.
Yeah,
and both of them are away to Villa and Fulham, and they are both very good sides respectively. Now, do I have faith in my team getting 2 wins? I do. Now, the only thing that I have doubt is I know how Villa will play. Villa will sit deep. Fulham, I don't think they'll sit as deep. I think Fulham would want to try play to us. Yeah, and I think that'll work in our favor. But in this particular game here against Aston Villa, I do see it being very, very tight. That's why I do think it's a 1-0 to United.
Big up.
Okay.
Big up everyone in the chat right now. Do me a favor, guys. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Let's get some score predictions. Rakesh, you think Aston Villa can get the result? What are you saying? Score prediction?
Result in terms of I think they're capable of getting a draw in their first game against United. United, they didn't look great, but they've got a potentially potent front line, and Villa's defense is horrible. So it will take a while for Emery to make his stamp. So yeah, I'm going to say 1-1.
1-1. What about you, Patrick?
2-1 to Villa.
2-1 to Villa. Okay. What about you, Monty?
You know you did, right?
I'm sorry. Villa are crap.
They are low key, but they're still managed by a good manager. So I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But 1-0. And I think
1-0.
And I really hope Garnacho gets a start. I really hope. Because the way he performed midweek and the way he performed at the weekend, bro, he's setting everything alight. You know what I'm saying?
By the way, what do you think about Bruno Fernandes calling him out? Do you think that was a bad thing or a good thing? For anyone who doesn't know, Bruno Fernandes...
No, let him go. Let him go finish.
Bruno Fernandes, after the game, called out the player saying his attitude wasn't right at one point and now it's better. But some people view it as him saying, why would he put it out there that he had a bad attitude in the first place? And some people are saying this is a good thing that he's calling him out to show that he's now improved and this is a compliment.
it goes both ways because it depends on how the player will take it. In football, let's be totally honest, call-outs happen all the time. There's nothing new. There's nothing special. It just happens, innit? So for me, it's like if Garnacho's the type of player where someone says that to him or someone says that about him, his own teammate, and he takes it emotionally, takes it to heart, holds grudges, then you can't do that in public. You have to put your arm around him to say, yo, next time, just keep your feet on the ground, keep your head down, and work. Other than that, I don't see too much of a problem. Like, I don't think, like, let's be real, the kid has talent. He's too good at under 21 level, and he's breaking into the first team. You know what I'm saying? So, either way, listen, there's a lot of promise with him, and I like for me, what sets him apart, and the script is already set. Ronaldinho assisted Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo assisted Garnacho. The stories are set.
Here we go.
It's facts. His idol assisted him in his first senior goal.
Here we go. Yeah.
Man,
it was Ilanga. Seasons ago, it was Ilanga.
No. Find me a United fan that said Elanga's the new guy. No. Garnacho's the guy. First, it was a certain number 11. We won't talk on him. But now I do believe, I pray things go right. I pray nothing happens. Like, nothing crazy happens. I just pray he's a good player and a good man, a good guy.
Atletico Madrid product.
Yes, facts. I big up Kendall, man. Listen.
Okay.
By the way, Kendall dropping dimes.
We're just gonna move past. We're just gonna slide past the fact that he compared him to Neymar, but it's okay.
Okay.
He's not concentrated. We're now getting into like the 88th minute of the game and you're not switched on. I said Ronaldinho assisted Messi. Where did Neymar come from? Like, wake up, man. Wake up.
So I was just on the Garnacho thing. I think I don't really like that sort of stuff. I don't like it when you should keep out in the dressing room. Man United have had a bit of a history in the last couple of years of a lot of stuff coming out of the dressing room. So I think it's very strange that or maybe it's a way of confronting these kind of things, but it didn't need to be said. No one knew about it. If it wasn't for Bruno saying it, like, I was sensitized to it when Bruno said it. And the kid's lucky enough that he seems like he's got a lot of talent and it's irrelevant. But I don't want to bring race into it and like this and that, but I mean, you can give someone a stigma for their career, like, by just these kind of little comments. You got to be your club captain. You got to be more careful than that in terms of how you put a player out of the mainstream.
I do agree.
Do you know what I mean? As in, like, I know he didn't mean nothing by it, and I'm sure because of where Garnacho is mentally and from a mindset point of view, clearly he's improved immeasurably. I mean, it's almost like he was trying to praise him, but he did it in a misguided way where he's basically drawn a lot of attention to what he's done before. And for me personally, he could have done it better, but Bruno is clearly a big man in that dressing room. I don't think it's going to have an impact, but personally, I wouldn't have done it.
Okay, one more thing to add to that before we move on. I do want to say that as players, sometimes you get excited, especially the career that he's having at this moment in time. You can get carried away. And Bruno saying things like that, yes, it might shed light to a situation that we didn't need to see. Do you get it? The one thing that I do see in that is the fact that we're seeing a progress. We're seeing a maturity coming. Yes, he mentioned his attitude or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, he mentioned things in the past. But for me, the whole point of that was to say, look where he is now. And look where he's going to go. Yeah. So there is a future. There is a hope.
Yeah.
That he can be. Bryce, don't shake your head. Be a grown man. Yeah.
Listen, the only reason I'm shaking my head.
I need to move the conversation onwards.
No, just give me.
Let Bryce go. I want to hear.
I just think we live in a world where everybody's trying to fish for something and trying to be overly sensitive about stuff that doesn't matter. It's all in the past. It's not. He didn't say he has a bad attitude. No, he said in preseason he had a bad attitude. He said that, and let's be real, it's not anything that we all didn't see. Like, guys were saying it on Twitter, he doesn't look like he's taking it as serious as he should. They're saying that his demeanor on the pitch, it doesn't look right. Everybody was saying it. So the bringing it up now is not calling him out. It's praising him for developing and progressing, not just as a player, but as a young man as well. Like correcting your attitude is something that it's an off the pitch thing.
So arguably, it would have been worse if he brought it up in the summer when it actually happened.
Like,
it would have been
because then
imagine he brought it up in preseason, like it would have killed the kid's entire trajectory. So bringing it up now when it doesn't hurt him is nothing.
You know what?
It means nothing.
You're right. Both of you are right though, because you're absolutely right. Ultimately this is a positive, right? So everyone should look at this as a positive. He wasn't motivated. He wasn't behaving probably like a professional footballer, but he is now. And look at the results. But at the same time, what Jay was saying is absolutely correct, because now if he has a dip in form, people are going to start saying, "Hey, is this dip in form because of his bad attitude?" It just brings that question. And to be honest, I hadn't really thought about that, Jay. But Jay bringing it up, I think, is a good point.
Listen, man, from when he scored and he did this, I knew he's getting the right role modeling.
Argentinian Ronaldo. Listen, this is crazy, man.
Big up to him.
They told me he was a cancer. He's inspiring the youth.
You know, stuff like this gives Arsenal fans a bad reputation.
Oh, for God's sake! For God's sake! Igal, explain to me how we're talking about Garnacho and how you managed to swing this back to us. I need to know.
Someone just sent me this. Arsenal fans think a pigeon robbed them of the win against Southampton.
We're blaming the birds now. We're blaming the birds.
Bro,
Capo, I'll be here, man. I'll be here.
Apparently,
Capo.
Ramsdale looked at the pigeon on the floor prior to the chance that was created.
Get out of here, man! Get that shit out of here! Is this what
Pigeon FC?
No, listen. This is bullshit. No Arsenal fan ever said this in their life. They've taken a photo of Ramsdale looking down before the goal, and they've now flipped the narrative into, Arsenal fans think they got robbed.
That's what that page does, though. That's what that page does. They do that for banter all the time. They always do that in that page.
Bro, not one tweet from an Arsenal fan. Holy shit, there is a tweet.
Yeah, I was about to say.
You know who your fan base are.
It's in my bookmarks. I had it
Hey, I've been on this stream for how long? Hey, Gal, you got to switch on. What's going on, fam?
Gal, you have to
man. I wasn't gonna say anything because I have you guys next. So I was waiting until after I was gonna,
Oh my God. Okay. Since we're on the topic of talking about Arsenal, we're gonna talk about the Chelsea game. But before we do that, one more thing we need to speak about.
Hey, that's one of the funniest segments I've ever seen in my life. He brings up the bad situation and says, since I'm talking about Arsenal, let's go.
The transition is amazing. He thought we wouldn't know.
No, because someone can we talk about this one? Did you guys see 21 Savage's line?
Which one?
He said he's waiting to see the Premier League, him and Drake. I saw that.
He's gonna be deceased.
It's been around for a long time.
Bro, the man is waiting. The man is waiting for Arsenal to win the Premier League, bro.
This is not a new picture. Why are we doing this? Is years old.
No, but the picture might be years old.
That was a Puma kit.
The picture might be years old.
Puma kit, how many years ago was that?
Listen, the picture might be old, but the verse isn't.
Right.
The verse isn't old. The verse isn't old. You guys know what he said. I
have no idea.
Who's gonna tell him?
Idea what he said.
Who's gonna tell him that the Drake curse is real, bro? Who's gonna tell him?
He says he needs to stay alive to watch Arsenal win the league. Is that along those lines, right?
Bro, he's gonna be alive for a long time.
He's gonna be an old bastard,
isn't he? See the Gunners win the Premier League.
Wow.
Nah, that is a horrible. That is
don't know, Patrick.
No. Guys, he might not have to wait. Might be this season. You never know.
No, hey, guys, switch on. I need your team to take over, please.
Listen, Bice, we all are rooting for Chelsea this season.
Man, listen,
guys, I'm gonna have to
What's this?
I don't know.
What's this? Get off of my back! All this pressure.
Bro, before we move on to that final topic, no one cares about the fact that my man dropped a track? Okay.
No,
Pause,
motherfucker, no.
Pause. Bro, did you hear did you see the interview that he done with Drake? And Drake was like, bro, you're the pride of London, man. Like, oh shit, like you're the biggest thing in London, man. It's homecoming time. Bro, when he said that, I died. I said, no one in London rates it. Like, no one, you were born here and got deported back to
They
America.
rate him, bro, but it's just like, bro, the love is not like that.
All right, enough said. Forget
That is
about
crazy.
that. Forget about that. Let's talk
Guys,
about nothing personal. It's nothing personal.
Patrick came on.
oh my days! Play this.
Hey,
Play this, yeah.
that could never.
Do we actually have the clip?
Hey, Gal, that could never be my club legend.
Hold on. Like, first of all, credit to BT because that advert, compliments to the chef because that was beautiful. But on the other side, who the fuck? Like that? This is fighting words because this is the sort of video.
Listen, look at Jay now.
Let me just land on this because this is the sort of video that, like, you don't. This is the sort of thing that Aubameyang wanted to do.
What?
Because you can't get someone to do this kind of
Did
video.
you read minds now? What do you mean he wanted to do this?
What do you mean, bro? Why was he?
Guys, let's not be foolish. He could have easily taken like Jorginho's line and said, "We are London," or have it.
Yeah, of course, man.
No, there's a reason why BT made him say nothing personal. And then
he didn't have to say that line.
God, you got
like that's what I'm trying to say, Bice. As in, like, we've all seen the audio of Aubameyang, behind the scenes, what he's saying about Arteta. Now he said this line in an advert, hyping the game.
I pray
we can hide all we want, but Oba is hyping it. Someone just said Oba to celebrate. I wouldn't be surprised to see Oba celebrate.
Hey,
give us the full Adebayor. I want to see the knee slide. Give it me all. I deserve it. I think I'd love it. I think I deserve it.
What?
You will never catch my club legend doing that. Crazy.
I need to see I need to see an Aubameyang knee slide. Henry.
No one's denying the fact that you don't have many club legends that played against
I need to see Aubameyang on the floor like this.
What active club legend do you have that plays football?
Us.
Yeah.
Bro, there's a long list. Let's not do that.
Who's active? Who still plays football besides Ronaldo?
Ronaldo's okay. So besides Ronaldo, let me think about this one.
You don't have one legend who plays football currently.
Right now, no. We have one more. We have one more.
Who?
Ander Herrera.
He's a
Ander Herrera is a Man United legend.
I am chatting the shit. No, I love him.
He's not a legend.
No, he's a hero. He's a club hero. He's a club hero.
Aubameyang, yeah, you could say he's a hero.
He's a club hero. I'm chatting to Charles.
Nah, if you score over 100 goals for a club, you're in that legend.
No. Rashford's got over 100 goals and he's not a legend yet. So we need to
fair enough.
Anyways, coming back to Chelsea, I'm not sure about Chelsea, boys. I think Chelsea are kind of like meh right now.
No. They're bipolar. They win and lose. Like they're really bipolar.
Yeah,
so,
I wouldn't be surprised if they had a good performance against us, but still lost. Like,
I think against the teams they turn up. I think.
How did you change your whole outfit, boys?
Boys, let me join you. Wait.
All right, boys, your turn. Go, take it away. What you said?
Listen, man. These guys set themselves up for failure every time. Every time you ask them to just chill out, relax, just take the game a game at a time. Something like this comes up and it just brings chaos, bro. You know how much people are waiting on a reason just for us to lose, just to use this clip again. You understand how many people have DM'd this video in the past 24 hours? Bro, I don't know what to say about that video. I'm not even gonna really speak on it too tough. I'm gonna leave it alone.
Bro, we all saw it. The whole world saw it. Come on,
the whole world saw it. I'm gonna leave it alone. All I have to say about that game is this, yeah. Why everybody doing kit changes? What's going on? what's going on? But listen, yeah. If we're being honest, the thing is this: it's gonna be a tough game. It's gonna be a tough game. With the football that Arsenal are playing, the guys they have available, that's a big plus for them. The guys they have available, and the guys we have available are just, it's not the same. It's not the same. You're looking at Reece James, obviously the biggest miss. Christ, who the hell said that? Who the hell called me Shark? But no, yeah, it's just like Chilwell is up. Is this a wind up? Is this a wind?
Put your glasses on.
Is this? Here we go. Oh, boy, here we go. Listen, it's just one of them things where we have to just understand that Chelsea. Listen, I think we can get something from the game. If that's me being ignorant and that's me being deluded, then so be it. I think we get something from this game. I think if we set up the right way, I don't think we should play the back five. If we play the back five, we're gonna be opened up, left vulnerable.
Continue.
Bryce, you started this.
We're gonna be opened up. We're gonna be left vulnerable. We're gonna be overloaded in midfield at all times. I say we just, and with the guys we have available as well, like just play the back four. If we're gonna be open anyway, just go for the game. Like play the back four, pack the midfield, try to put the personnel that's gonna call out.
Everyone just say cheese. Let me take a photo. Everyone just say cheese.
Vice, can I ask you?
You started this. Just say cheese.
In all seriousness.
Vice, continue.
Vice, can I ask you a quick question about intensity?
Why are my glasses the funniest?
Intensity.
Because I was.
This ain't Pep Linders, bro. Don't ask
No.
Continue.
No. But what I'm asking you, Vice, is do you, in terms of like the intensity in Potter ball, Quidditch ball, as it's affectionately known, do you think? Are you happy with the intensity and stuff like that? Because I know, like, obviously style and play and stuff. How happy or unhappy are you with how it's going? I know obviously it's a process, but how are you feeling so far?
It's a bit of the same thing, the same old things that I'm used to seeing, and that's why it's kind of irritating. Mm-hmm. And in terms of we'll play good, we'll dominate games, and then all of a sudden out of nothing we'll give up a point. Then it's frustrating in a way where we will completely have a full run of a game and then we don't take advantage and we end up drawing a game we should be winning by 2 or 3 goals. That game against Brighton, perfect example as to what I was speaking about when it's like we can win games we're supposed to, and we can win games that people have as hard games, and the games that we're supposed to win, we end up embarrassing ourselves. And I said, the only thing I asked for this guy this season, give me top 4 and don't embarrass me. And 2 own goals, bro. Like,
but is that his fault?
That team that he picked.
But yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like,
how are you gonna say 2 own goals?
He overthought it.
And that's a great point by Bice, because if you create a situation where players are in positions that they shouldn't be, then they shit themselves in certain moments, and that's how goals happen.
That game was 70-30.
Yeah,
I would say 65-35. 65 Potter, 35 the place, because the positions that they were taking up made no sense. There was no clear movement. There was no clear tactic. It just looked all over the place for the most part. And I think they took advantage of the chaos, got what they got out of it. Those own goals came completely out of almost. And let's be real, if the ball goes across, more than likely somebody's just going to run through.
But also, Bice, what about like?
Let me just.
That's one question, guys. Because obviously, like, just really quickly, just intensity as well. Not talking about Lenders, but in the first minute, you see Thiago heading the ball off the line repeatedly, and it's like, wake up! Like, everybody, wake up! Like, do you know what I mean? Like, as in, what's going on?
Okay, Rakesh, are you guys there? because you guys haven't moved for like 5 minutes.
These guys are posing for screenshots, bro.
Anyways,
I'm sick
the
of
photos
these.
there. The photos there. I gotta take my glasses off because my wife just walked in the room.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
He
Hey, personal.
needs to see him better. He's like, oh damn.
Okay, all right.
Anyways,
It's a kid show. It's a kid show.
no, because she's not wearing a hijab, and I don't want the reflection to see.
Oh,
Anyways.
okay. No, so now good vibes. Good vibes.
This is my Arsenal Chelsea combined.
You're an idiot, Igab.
You're a dickhead, bro. You're a dickhead, bro.
What do you guys have a problem with?
What do you mean? What do we have a problem with, bro? What do you mean, bro?
Who gets in this team?
Igal, this is egregious.
Igal, no, bro. This
is egregious. So only Thiago Silva from the entire Chelsea team gets into the Arsenal team.
Yeah.
That's too much, Igal.
Cucurella doesn't get in over Tomiyasu?
No.
Come on, Igal.
I'd have chill.
You're playing a right back.
Mason Mount or Kovacic doesn't get in over Xhaka?
No. Xhaka's the wrong guy to try to take out of this team.
Odegaard then?
No, Odegaard. You keep Odegaard.
Kovacic has to start.
If you try to bring Sterling to the table, his 3 goals since August don't matter.
Wow. Okay. So okay.
Why don't they? What
you know? What? Listen.
Because I didn't change the result.
This combined 11. It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. Is this just players available right now as well?
I love this. You know why? You know why I love this? Because we're the underdogs. We're the underdogs going into this game. We're the underdogs going into this game. You can't change the narrative. One play in a combined 11. We're the underdogs. We have everything to gain. You guys have everything to lose. It's lovely. We're just going to play football, man. You know what I'm saying? We are the underdogs. New manager. You guys have a solidified system, playing the best football of the last 15, 18 years for you guys. Am I lying? Yeah, so it's lovely. We're the underdogs. Anything that happens from this point, if we win this game, you have nothing to run away from. If we get even a point from this game, it's an Arsenal collapse. I love it.
Okay, so score prediction.
I'll let the
Where is it? Is it the bridge or at Emery?
Does it
It's
really
at the
matter?
bridge, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does. It does matter. Of course, it matters. What's Arsenal's results at the bridge like in recent years?
Bro, they haven't beaten us since 2018 at Stamford Bridge.
Okay, but have you beat them?
Yeah, we beat them 2 years
Come
in a row.
on, man. You know they did. Stop doing this, bro.
Last year we scored 4. The year before that we scored 1 and took it home.
Right. Last year Chelsea were kind of in cruise control, and I'm not going to count that defeat as much. Chelsea can't lose this game. They just can't, and they actually arguably have to win it. And the reason why I'm saying that is because Chelsea have played Spurs at home. They drew. Because you played Spurs at home. You drew. You played United at home. You drew. You need to beat all the other top 6 teams are beating the other top 6 teams when they're
going to get 3 points from Spurs the next time we play.
Maybe not, but now we're deflecting it. Bias, I love you, but let's focus on the facts. You haven't beat a top 6 side yet at home, and you've had 2 games. There's no other team in the top 6 who hasn't beaten a top 6 side who's had 2 home games. Do you see what I'm going with that? So arguably, Chelsea need this to really anchor your season and give you that flagship win that we're talking about. Like Spurs, I said we need.
Like the season's lost.
Listen, you can afford to lose the game. You can afford to draw the game. But I think if you want teams to be like Chelsea are on a level this season, whether you are or not, I think you have to win this game. You know,
why should you care about what other people think?
No, bro. But I think if you want to make the top 4,
we're gonna make it.
I'm not convinced, bro. But
can we talk about one thing?
What?
Everybody here is speaking except for one man, Monty. Can you say a word? Bro?
He has been on. This guy's been doing the mannequin challenge, bro.
My score prediction is
2-2.
2-2. Fair enough.
That's how both hands have been up the entire time. Now, onto the game. I think it'll be one of those games where Chelsea will take a lead, surprise Arsenal. Arsenal will react 2-1, and then Chelsea will nick it. That's how I see the storyline of the game going.
Okay, my man's got food.
Takeaway.
What'd you order?
Takeaway.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
Go ahead, Monty.
What on earth was going on? What is going on?
Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, man.
Alright.
Food,
Now,
man.
as I was saying,
You said come and join.
Go, come in. Go, give his shit football takes as well. What do you mean? Yeah, come on, mate.
oh, that would have been legendary. So come on,
That would have been great. That would have been
Next time.
I did that when I was in Turkey.
Capo,
If
I
he
said
ever
that when I
stepped
was in
inside,
Turkey.
I promise he's getting fired. Did he not watch the Dharma documentary? He's just running his life.
Vice, who do you think I am?
His life. What's going on?
Okay, things went left.
Imagine comparing Jay to Jeffrey Dahmer.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
fucking hell. I've got some shit football
I
takes,
don't
but
know
now you're
what is
taking the
going
piss
on
price.
anymore.
Hey,
I don't know where did my neck go?
Big Al's
What the
lost
hell?
control.
hey, girls, like disappeared, fam. What is going on?
What the hell? Listen, I don't know what just happened. But let's bring this show back to football. Arsenal versus Chelsea. People in the chat, let me know what your score predictions are. Arsenal are heavy favorites, as Bice has said. Arsenal should win this game, as Bice has said. And I personally think we're going to win. I'm saying Arsenal are going to win 3-1. I think it's going to be a game where Chelsea struggle to score, but they're going to get one back at the end. It's going to be a consolation. We're going to.
Wow.
We went and scored 4 at their house last year.
So Arsenal
So
going to
this
be
year we're only going to
3-0
score
up.
3.
Yeah, can I just tell you how you sound now is exactly the same as you sounded when you went to United away. Identical, verbatim, word for word. And I'm not trying to say that you're wrong, but I'm saying you had the exact same level of confidence going into that United game, and they beat you. So,
But United are a different breed.
So predict Arsenal to lose then.
no, you can. No, listen,
Hey, Jay.
I get the confidence.
Do it.
All I'm saying is that if you win this game, you have to acknowledge you're in a title race then, because you can't have the record that you've had and the statistics in history that says that
I'm buttoning the shirt.
every team in your position,
One more.
every team
And
in your
one more for the
position in
fans,
the last
one more.
8, 10 years, 15 years has gone on to win the league. So if you go to Chelsea away this weekend and win, you have to take the mantle, and you have to say,
Listen, going to Chelsea away this weekend is actually easier than going to Newcastle away.
Yeah, arguably, maybe.
So in that,
But you've also not been to Newcastle away either.
so in that breath, if we were to win against Newcastle right now, would you guys say, "Oh, now you have to take yourselves more serious"? Etc.
No, if you went to Newcastle away,
I've been screaming how many weeks ago you man are in a title race and you're denying.
Yeah.
You don't even say, "Oh, it's only because you man are playing Chelsea." No, bro, you man have been in a title race after the first 10 games.
I hear you, Capo.
The first 10 games, you man have been in a title race. After initially it was wow, what a great start, and then you continued winning. I was like, 27 points out of 30 in the Premier League is a crazy return.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
So that means you are in a title race, girl. Hey, you know what it is? I swear it's the PTSD.
You got to accept it, Igal. You got to lean into it.
Guess what? Title race is sustained throughout a season. It's not just you're at the top of the table.
My
for
God,
what do you mean?
How many games have we played?
What?
How many games?
How many games?
Igal's like Igal when Arsenal go 32 wins out of 33. He's like, I don't know.
Hey, you know how he's moving right now? He's moving like Leicester when they won the league. Oh,
bro, he wants to win every game. He's not going to see
game by game.
Hey, listen, guys. You know what he's doing. You know what he's doing.
You know what? Fuck it, we can win it.
Let's not let him do it.
We're not going to let him do it, Vice. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? He can't deny it, bro. I have his tweets.
You can't put a team up with 10 out of 11 players.
And then you're not in a title race. Oh my God.
We're making threads on these guys, bro. Last season we have a thread when they didn't make top 4. We had him, more Arsenal, a lot of guys in the thread. This year, they're being more careful. I respect it.
The gal became a meme. Like last year, he became a meme. So he's trying so hard not to see
TikTok when he
something
was
out
saying he
of
might
it.
have lost the
No.
battle.
But Bryce, he's trying so hard to try not say something out of pocket like Arsenal title winners or you know what I'm saying, because he knows he's on thin ice right now. He's on. You know.
Second, let's let Rakesh go. Rakesh, what's up? Where's your hands going? What the hell?
Hey yo.
Whoa.
No, I was
Hey yo,
comments, man.
I was gonna. Hey, gal, we're in extra time. Switch on.
Man.
Like, what's going on? I
Family show,
concentrate.
man. Family show.
Hey, gal, please.
Switch on.
Go ahead.
It's a tough one, man, because I have no love lost for Chelsea, as Bice well knows. So I wouldn't,
And Arsenal's your
I'm not
second
like I'd
team.
celebrate an Arsenal victory, but I wouldn't be unhappy. But I don't know. It's finely poised. I'm going to follow Monty. I reckon it's going to be a draw. I think 2-2 is a good shout. To be fair, 2-2.
Okay.
Not Desmond.
I'm going 3-1 Arsenal. Bice, give me your score prediction.
You know what, brother? I think we'll get something from the game. It all depends on the lineup. So I'm saying, shit. You know what? 2-1 Chelsea.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. Moving on. Before
Capo's right. Listen, Igal, I've not had my prediction yet. Don't worry, it's all good. Prediction: Chelsea have to win, and I've got faith in them to deliver. We can't have Igal running around on the timeline, thinking his shit doesn't stink. And the thing with Igal is, I like Igal, but the times in life that you need humility and a humbling, find God before God finds you. And this weekend, God is going to find you, my son. It's time for you to go to church. You, Arteta, Martinelli, that good fearing Christian boy Saka, Chelsea 2-1, count it. You're absolutely right. I want Arsenal to lose every week. So if that means that I have to support whoever Arsenal are playing, you're damn right.
Okay. Yeah. Moving on. I need to know, does anybody in their goddamn mind believe Fulham can beat Man City?
It's crazy how we was talking about a title race and how he's gone. What the hell? I switch on, man. But the people want to hear.
The people want to hear from Igal. Igal, you've got the streets. The streets want to hear from you, Igal.
Listen, we're gonna finish. We're gonna finish the season probably in the top 2 spots. Right?
Okay.
If we, but in order to be in a title race, you need to be 1 second. In order to be in a title race, you actually have to be close to that competitor.
You're top of the league.
Are you saying by league position or are you saying points? Because I generally do believe Manchester City. Manchester City. 1 second. Let me educate you guys for a second. Manchester City come January could have like a 7 to 10 point lead on us. If you flop, stay on point.
Hey, Jay, allow me to take over. What did you say, Igal? You said, a title race is when you're close and you're challenging each other, whether it's on points, whether it's on league table, right? Where are Arsenal in the fucking league right now? Where are they in the damn league? Where are they?
Number 1.
Where are they? How long have you man been first in the league? How long?
Longer than I can remember. So who's your biggest challenger? City, right? They ain't got no challenges. No one can challenge this Arsenal.
Where's City? Where's City? Behind you. They're the ones chasing you.
Rear view, brother.
At this moment in time, it is a title race. They're chasing you. Bro, what is going on?
What you classify as a title race might be being first.
I'm mixing it up, Rashid.
After 12 games, but for me, what I consider a title race is sustained competition. throughout
Sustained
the whole calendar
competition.
year.
So is Man City not sustained competition to you? Because every
No,
week
Arsenal has to be able to sustain this for a longer time period for me to say
it
this
doesn't
is
matter.
actually
We're speaking about
You
now.
see, what happened
What's
is
going on?
at first they said, let's see what happens by October. Then it became let's see what happened by the World Cup. The World Cup is a game away. Now it's gonna be let's see what happens by March, April. You know when the league is
Bro,
I've always kept it consistent. I've said 20 games, London.
20, bro. This season's done. What are you talking about?
You know what's gonna happen?
Bro,
You know what's gonna happen? You know what I want to
Nah,
happen?
this.
You know what I want to happen?
Look, 80% of the votes.
No.
Arsenal
When
are
I get
in
to
the
20
title.
games, they're going to be first,
You have
second.
played. No, Bice. Hold on. Hold on. You have played 12 Premier League games this year, and you are trying to tell me and try to tell the rest of the world that you man are not in the title race. Played 12 games, bro.
You know. Okay, this is how we find out if we're in a title race. Do you think Fulham can beat Man City?
What has that got to do with us?
Fulham versus Man City, bro.
What has that got to do with Arsenal?
Fulham
No,
versus
that
Man
it
City.
has
Is
a lot
this what
to do
we're
with
doing?
Arsenal. You will understand. Can you answer the question?
Do I think Fulham will beat Man City? No. I think Man
Do you
City
think Fulham can pick up points off Man City?
No, I believe Man City will collect 3 points.
Okay. Do you think Chelsea can beat Arsenal?
No, I don't think they can. I think Arsenal are the favourites. For me, if the biggest result Chelsea can get is a draw.
Okay.
And that's just me.
Without,
Okay. Wait, let him go. I want to hear this.
I want to see the working out.
This logic. I need to see this logic.
No, right. I swear, we're going to get to the bottom of this. Go ahead, go.
Okay. I don't believe this Arsenal team has the actual prowess and actual, what do you call it? Not the squad quality. Like, I believe in our first 11.
Cojones.
I just don't believe we have the leadership and we don't have the depth to sustain this throughout a whole calendar season to achieve what we would want to achieve, which is a league title, right?
Okay, my friend, you are talking about the end result. You're not talking about the journey to get to the end result.
Okay.
I'm talking about where you are right now.
If 12 games is enough of a sample size for you to say we're in a title race, then you could say that.
No. We're not me. It's been like that, bro. Why are we changing the narrative now? What's going on? Why? Since when? I want to see files. Since when was people's mark of title race 20 games? Are you crazy? Come on now.
Don't worry, Igal. We're gonna catch you one day. You know.
Bro,
when we catch you slipping,
bro.
When we catch you slipping, it's gonna be one of them. It's gonna be after a big victory.
Trying so hard.
I'm waiting until to get a big victory, like a big victory.
Bro, if they beat Chelsea, Vice, if they beat Chelsea and he comes on this smug with that smile on his face here next week, I swear to God, we are not. This the whole show get cancelled, and we are talking about your title race. Go ahead.
Listen, remember January 16th last season when Man City won their game. Everyone said the title race is already over.
It was.
Bro, because we looked at Man City and said no one will catch
We knew
them.
Liverpool weren't gonna win the league, bro. We just gassed it up for fun, bro.
Bro, you think Sky Sports won Premier League, won Man City to run around?
We had Hamza on Spaces January 1st. It was literally New Year's Day. Hamza was saying, "Yo, guys, I've wrapped it up. I've done it."
Right, questions are being asked. You know what question needs to be asked? Alan, are you going to be on the show Sunday? That's the question.
That's crazy.
My guy.
That's crazy.
Big up Alan.
Big up Alan.
Yo, we got 42 people in the chat right now. I need all you guys to throw some W's in the chat because that's what Man City's going to do versus Fulham. And let's talk about that. Let's go on to the Man City versus Fulham.
But there's nothing to talk about in that game.
Bro, what do you want us to say? Man City.
Okay, just give us your score predictions then.
Man City, bro, Man City.
4-1 Man City.
Man City.
Bro, this is horror, man. This is absolute horror. Come on now.
City.
Bro, I say 3-0. I say 3-0.
Okay, this is a better topic. You want a good topic? I will give you a good topic. You want it?
Go on.
Do you want it?
Go on then.
You tell us, the bastard.
Do you want it?
Oh my God.
He doesn't have a topic.
This is what I'm talking about. Newcastle could finish in the top 4. Let's talk about it.
Oh my God.
He's trying to
Hey,
get this up.
hey, you know what's crazy, guys? You know what's crazy? In the same graphic, he's showing the only team that's got 10 points, 10 wins in the Premier League, and he's telling me they're not in the title race. Well, that's the craziness. What the hell? I'm tired of this shit, man. I'm tired.
Listen, man. Listen.
Why are you cutting out first place, bro? Like, are you that insecure about your team? Are you not in a what's going on?
10 wins, 1 draw.
10 wins, 1 draw, 1 loss, and they're not in the title race. Get out, man.
And you know what's the worst part is? He's gonna try to gas it up against Chelsea. My team ain't even in that graphic, bro.
Zoom it out.
You had to zoom out, like, bro. You might have over.
Fulham are in the graphic. Where's Liverpool?
Bit more.
Yo, stop trying to make this chat with Liverpool slander. Stop trying to
It's a top 9 now, guys.
Listen,
Bro,
man,
this is outrageous, fam.
these guys are disgusting. Look at them, 4-4-4. They're looking at it. Are we at a casino or something? What's going on?
Yo, guys, top fours, quickly.
Top 4 will be Arsenal, City, unfortunately Spurs. I feel like Conte will just get wins out of them. And Chelsea.
Rakesh?
Liverpool, City, Arsenal, and Spurs.
You think Liverpool making top 4?
Jay.
I'll go City, Spurs. I just think Arsenal don't like playing Champions League football. They really don't like playing Champions League football. It's been so long.
Bro, do you know what's crazy? Hey, flip the screen back here. The last time Arsenal were in the Champions League, I was still doing my GCSEs. You know how crazy that is? Bro, you know how crazy that is? Bro, I'm finishing uni, bro. Like, what's going on? Like,
I can't, like, there's going to be, how many games after the World Cup? 24?
Yeah.
That's too many games for me to be deciding now who's making top 4.
What the hell is going on?
Okay. What's going on, bro?
What the hell is going on?
They're moving like
Okay,
a guy
boys,
right
what
now.
about
Like,
All I know is City and Spurs will be in the top 4. The rest of the teams, I don't know. I don't know who else is going to make that top 4. But City and Spurs will be in it. That's it.
Stop. You are one of the biggest components in this whole title race bullshit. And you don't think we're even going to get top 4?
bro, that's just the Spurs. Bro, that's just the Spurs guys talking. Why are you buying? That's fake.
To be fair to Jay, he said he doesn't know. He said he doesn't know. He didn't say.
I don't know.
You know, Egal, why are you stretching on?
But I promise you one thing, Egal. If Spurs had gone 10-1-1, and beat Arsenal at home and beat Liverpool at home, do you think I won't be saying title race?
I'd bring up the comments. Title race. I bring up. See, just comment. I want to. He's your own. He's in your family. He's an Arsenal fan. Bring him up. Like facts. You guys have to understand. You man are in the title race. Thank you. Like, do you know how hard it is? Like, I'm not even an Arsenal fan. I'm a football fan. I'm a United fan.
I'm just gonna say this.
It's hard for me to admit it.
Let's talk about Newcastle.
Newcastle are impressive.
Can they get top 4, guys?
Yes, 100%. They're slapping teams up. Of course, mate. Listen. The people, like, listen. I'm gonna say this. Yeah, they came to your stadium and they took a point, right?
Yeah,
they came to our stadium.
They took 3 off you.
Let me finish.
They went
to Liverpool Stadium and you needed a last minute goal to beat them, and they had that very marginal offside that would have made it 2-0. Isak. They've had Isak and St. Maximum injured. Like, these guys are a problem. If they bring a couple of players in January too to solidify their squad, they're a massive problem. Like, honestly,
who do you think they will get in January though? That's for me. the thing is, who will they buy in January that can strengthen
but
them?
mate, but I didn't think they signed Bruno Guimaraes. Like,
No,
so who?
but okay, but
I didn't
he
think they
was-
signed Botman. They're signing smart players.
Of course,
that you would do if you were playing Football Manager or something. They got Dan Ashworth. They're doing things properly. They're a
100.
threat.
I agree, but for me, it's like top 4 is a bit too early in the projection. Like,
Mate, the thing with Newcastle is they're very robust. And think about, I agree with what you're saying, but if you think of Newcastle like with that rabid fan base, think of them like almost like a small country. Like those, like that northeast Newcastle fan base, yeah. Those guys are rabid.
It's one team in that whole area that they also.
Bro, that's what I'm saying, bro. And they've got the Saudis fully back. Honestly, they're a team that really do worry. If Newcastle go and buy Maddison, great point, Capo.
What are we doing? What are we doing?
Not top 4, no. Hey,
bro, listen, you keep saying what we're doing, yes.
No,
Newcastle better than Chelsea.
I don't think they're
Newcastle
there
are better than Chelsea. They are objectively better than Chelsea
at the end
every facet. They are.
There's no disrespect to them, but they're not. They're
Bro,
at
they're
that
better
part
than
of
you
their
in every
process.
way. In every way, Newcastle are better than Chelsea
Bro,
currently.
and we are better than you.
Guys, pause.
No, they're not. They're not better than us.
I got a question. Do you think Newcastle will do the double over Milan, both home and away, same way Chelsea did?
Arguably, potentially, yeah.
What the fuck, brother? Stop telling lie, dog. Stop telling lie.
That's where I had to join you. Hey, you're smiling as well.
Like, bro, listen. The thing in that Chelsea game, Chelsea got the red cards.
1 second.
They got a bit of luck in those games.
What happened to the first leg when we scored 3?
We've gone on for too long. We gotta skim through the last couple ones in like literally 5 minutes.
Newcastle team ain't making top 4 though.
Bro, if Newcastle don't make top 4, neither are Chelsea. Clip that, record that.
There's no way
Newcastle are making top 4, neither are Chelsea.
Chelsea.
If Newcastle don't make top 4, Chelsea also will not make top 4.
Vice, let him finish. Let him speak.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that there's no way you can watch Newcastle this season and watch Chelsea this season and think categorically Chelsea are finishing above Newcastle.
You are better than them. We're gonna. Stop this. And
I don't think you're better than them.
Disrespecting
based on what? What are you better than them?
They're not there yet.
You have better players than you. Hold on, Bice. Hold on. Bice, you have better players than Newcastle.
And a lot of teams in this team can be in top 4 then.
Bro, you guys are better than Newcastle. You have better players
because they're not ready yet. They're not ready yet.
Okay, listen. All I'm trying to say to you is, yeah. All I'm trying to say to you, right, Bice, you're ignoring the point, yeah? I'm not trying to say that Newcastle are definitively finishing in top 4. I am saying that if Newcastle don't make top 4, neither do Chelsea. You are...
top chat fart, brother. They're not... We can get it over them every single day of the week.
Based on what, bro? Like you're not listening to what I said, bro. You're not listening to what I said, Bice. I told you. Bice, no.
What do you mean?
Bice,
what do you mean?
Bice,
What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Okay, Bice, I'm saying to you now, yeah. I told you before. You've played Chelsea. Chelsea have played Tottenham, United, yeah, Arsenal, yeah. You've not picked up a win yet from those games, right? So now you've got Arsenal this weekend. Yeah, you must get a result out of this game. Otherwise, who are you beating for you to be saying that you're better than Newcastle? Who you mean,
brother? Stop this.
Go on.
They've been playing amazing.
Okay.
They've been overachieving, and there's a reason why the word overachieving is being used. We didn't predict them being this good. They're overachieving. However, there comes a time in the season where you have to look at personnel, level of manager, and you also have to look at the history of the league.
Okay.
All credit to Newcastle. They're doing what they're supposed to do. They're winning the games they're supposed to win. Yeah. However, if you man for man, they're not better than us.
No, they're not.
Man for man, they're not better than us.
But
you can say that's the most level playing ground.
Fair enough.
That's a fair level. That's a level playing ground. If you want to say Eddie Howe's better, I can't. I'm gonna hold
that's fine.
If you want to say Potter is better, I'll hold my answer. It's not a debate. You know what I'm saying? They're
No,
pretty
okay,
decent.
and you're not wrong, but let me
that's
There's
a
let me
no world.
let me-
There's no world if Newcastle don't make top 4. Chelsea
okay, yeah,
don't
no,
make
but let me okay,
I
let me
was
finish.
gonna say,
Hold on,
big
let me
up
just
on
finish.
Cash,
Let me just
big up, big up,
You just
bro.
had chat.
one sec. Let me
Have
just
you
finish on this,
had
Igal,
today?
because I'm
Monkey?
gonna say to you, since January, I'm 90% sure Newcastle have accumulated more points than Chelsea. I'm
And what has that gotten
90%
them?
sure.
What has
I'm
that
90% sure. So Newcastle in
It's a
2022
good thing
have
the
actually
the
been
season's not
better
a
than you.
calendar year, brother.
They have
They've
accumulated more points than you guys, so they are better than you in
Please stop
2022.
that shit, brother. So
Bro,
Aston
you're
Villa
saying
had
I'm
a
chatting shit,
Let
but I'm bringing facts.
Aston
I'm
Villa
bringing
had a
facts
better win
that they have
percentage than us.
accumulated more points
Aston
in
Villa
the
had a
Premier League
better
than
win
you this
percentage
season.
than us. Aston
Pardon?
Villa had a better win percentage
No,
than
they
us.
haven't. No, they haven't. In
They did.
2022,
They did.
in the whole year,
They
end
did
of
in the
last
year.
season,
Yes, they
beginning of
did.
this season.
Everton had a better win percentage
Bro,
than us
listen,
this
go
year.
and look at the
That's
points,
not a
bro.
lie.
I promise you,
Everton
Newcastle
had
have, bro,
Tuchel
you're not listening to me. Newcastle have got less
Lampard
points
had a
than
better
no, bro,
win
because you're being
percentage than
emotional.
Tuchel this
You're being
year.
emotional, and you're not
Were they
looking at the
better?
facts.
No,
They
I'm
have
not
no
being-
Isak. They
Newcastle
have no
are
Saint
better, bro.
Maximum,
They are
and
not
they're
better,
slapping
bro.
teams.
Stop it. Stop it.
Stop
Go.
what?
You see the
Stop
takeaway
what,
that you
bro?
got. The
Stop
takeaway
what?
that you got.
You're the team that
watch
just
it,
went to
go into the
Brighton
kitchen,
and got beat
get
4-1.
some
What
ginger,
am I
wash
stopping?
it off, beat it, and boil it and drink it with some
Capo, that's
sugar.
what I'm
You know
saying.
what to do?
Capo, and is it? Newcastle have got more points.
Getting that
No,
off your
bro,
chest. You need to get